All right, let's go ahead and start at the top of our mat then. We'll stand in mountain pose, and then just kind of roll out the body a little bit, soften the joints. And then I like to lift my toes, spread them as wide as you can, set them back down, and actually grip the mat. And then you want to imagine pulling the inner and outer arch up into your hips. And then as you exhale, pressing into the soles and the balls of your feet. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up, back, and down, palms facing forward. We're gonna pull the low ribs in, gently bring the hips underneath the shoulders. I like to stretch my hips apart while keeping the tailbone relaxed. Breathe into the back of the neck, top of the scalp up towards the sky, gently pulling in the back of the chin. And breathing here, maybe closing your eyes, taking a moment. Just check in with yourself, as though there were this scanner going from scalp down your body, scanning everything, checking in for any pains, tension, places of openness and ease. Check in with the quality of your thoughts. How's your heart beating? The energy pulsing through your body. Nice. So then on your next inhale, we'll gently sweep the arms up overhead, gentle back bend, keeping the hips wide, lifting through the tailbone, back of the neck stays long. Exhale, mountain. This time we'll inhale, lift, bringing our weight into our right foot, step our left foot back into the outside of our right foot. Gentle curtsy lunge here, stretching over to the right, breathing down the left side of your body. Exhaling back to mountain. Inhale, lifting up and through, stepping back with that right foot now, dropping the right hip down, breathing into the rib cage. Exhaling to the top of your mat, and we'll do 2 more rounds each side at your own pace. Inhaling to move back and up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale through. Moving with your own breath, 1 more round. Maybe you start to hear your breath. Connecting deeper, going in. Beautiful. Inhale, coming to center. Nice tall stretch, and then exhale, soft bend in the knees, hinging at the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Then we'll inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. You can keep your knees bent here. I like to press into my feet and then pull up through the hips. Keeping the bend in the knees allows you to control the stretch here. And then exhale, soften, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice and long, back of the neck. And then this time, exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. We'll lower down into tabletop, placing the wrists right underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and grip the mat as though you're trying to claw the mat back towards your face. Knees come underneath the hips. Inhale into the sides of the hips, lengthen the tailbone away from the scalp, wrapping the low ribs in towards your core. Breathing here, finding stability. Beautiful. And then on your next inhale, lift and lengthen the tailbone as you let the heart drop, pulling through the shoulders, back of the neck stays long. Exhale, pressing the hips wide as you tuck your tailbone, curling up and in. Press into your shoulders, let your neck drop down. And then a few more rounds at your own pace, gentle cat-cow. You can even start to make rolls with your body or twist side to side, whatever you need. You're the one going home in your body tonight. Beautiful. And then coming back to our tabletop. This time we'll inhale, cow. And then as we exhale, we're going to press back into our child's pose, letting the head drop through the arms. lowering down, inhaling up and through to low cobra. Exhale, pressing back and through to child's pose, rounding through the spine, letting the head drop. And a few more rounds just like this. Keeping the back of the neck long, integrity of the spine. And one more time, inhaling through. You may hold here in your cobra, breathing. And exhale, pressing back into child's pose. You can have your knees wide or together, whatever feels good for you here. Again, pausing to just take some time to deepen your awareness into yourself. Then on your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands over to the right, press into your left palm, feel your left hip move back in space. Breathing into the side body. You can lift that left shoulder or lower it to the earth, just moving and feeling what is good for you. One more deep inhale here, and then exhale, moving to center. Maybe you lengthen and walk your hands out a little bit more. Inhale over to the left this time. Press into that right palm, feeling the right hip move back, breathing into the rib cage, moving the shoulder however feels good for you, or settling into this. Nice. One more big inhale. And then exhale, coming through center. Inhale, lengthen nice and long. Breathe into your upper back, mid back, low back, hips. And then exhale, pressing back up into tabletop, resetting your foundation. You can walk the knees in a little bit closer together. And inhale, lift the left leg long, nice behind you. And then exhale, with the toes tucked, set your foot down and then press into that back heel. You can windshield wiper the heel if that feels good, or just gently rock forward and back, stretching the calf, breathing the back of the leg up towards the sky. Beautiful. And then on your next inhale, lifting that leg back up, this time bending the knee, allowing your body to come into a gentle back bend. Exhale, curling through knee to nose. Inhale, lifting up and back. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, curl, hold here, breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen the leg straight back, and then exhale, step it up by your left hand, coming into a low lunge, and we're just shift back and forth from runners to low lunge. Inhaling forward, exhaling to shift back, keeping that right hip over your right leg so we're not dipping out to the side. We'll do one more round. And then this time we'll exhale, hold, and that runner stretch here. Again, you can windshield wiper the foot or point and flex or make circles, whatever feels good for your body. Beautiful. And then we'll place our hands back forward. Inhale to that low lunge, pulling the right hip forward, left hip back. Breathing, pressing into that left foot, nice and strong through the body. And then this time we're going to exhale, walk our hands a little bit forward in front of our feet, and then press back up on our back foot, and then step our leg up to standing splits. Breathing here. We're going to exhale, bend your knee, tap it, bring it behind your left leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend that knee, bringing it behind the left leg. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. This time, inhale, up and hold. And I like to bend my right knee and exhale. Try to push the top of your foot up towards the sky. Keeping the thighs rolling in towards one another. Heart melting to the earth. If you want to play with placing one hand behind your calf, maybe the other as well, a little balance in our standing split. And then exhale, place your hands back down. Right foot steps to match your left. Exhale, forward fold. You can take opposite elbows here and maybe shake side to side or jiggle a bunch to really let go of all the muscles. Breathing here. And then exhale, placing the hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Tabletop. Oh, nice vinyasa. Yeah, girl, do it. Beautiful. And then getting nice and strong in your tabletop, resetting your foundation. Breathe space into the hips, lengthen the tailbone away from the scalp. And then again, some gentle cat-cows or whatever feels good for you. Dance around, roll through the body. Nice. And then when you're ready, coming back to center, we'll go ahead and take our right leg back behind us, tuck the toes, set that foot down, and then again, just rocking forward and back into that heel. Breathe the back of the calf up towards the sky. You can just settle into the stretch, whatever feels good for you. Beautiful. And we'll exhale, come forward, bringing the knees a little bit together this time, bringing that right leg back and up, allowing the belly to drop. Exhale, curl, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Two more rounds, or yes, your own pace, one more round. Inhale, back and up. Straighten that leg back behind you, and then exhale, step it to your right hand. And then again, just shifting back and forth here. So we want to break up the fascia that just shrink wraps over our whole body when we do things like working out or sitting in one spot working for a long time. We want to get that nice and fluid again. And one more round, moving back and forth. And then settling into that runner stretch. And again, point and flex that front foot or windshield wiper, or make circles with the ankle. Just gentle, feeling into what is good for your body. Notice if one side's tighter than the other. And then inhale, coming back to that runner's lunge. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back, pressing into the right foot, pressing into the top of your left shin. Breathing your spine through your shoulders, back of the neck is long. Again, notice. So in my personal practice, if one side is tighter, I will spend more time on that side. I'll go deeper on that side and not as deep and not as long on my more open side to bring my body back into balance, because if we practice same, we perpetuate. So it's important to make these mental notes for when you go home. Beautiful, and then we'll walk our hands out in front of us, tuck those back toes, lifting up onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, press up, standing split, and then exhale, bring the knee down to the outside of that right shin or ankle. Inhale up, exhale, dip down, inhale up, exhale, dip. This time inhale up and hold. And again, if you want, roll that left hip in and bend your knee and then stamp your foot up to the sky. Allowing your heart to melt. Again, if you want to play with the balance, I wrap my palm behind my shin, pressing down through my foot and pulling my heart to my leg and see if you can grab with the other hand as well. Breathing. And then exhale, placing the hands back on the mat, stepping your left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe take the backs of your legs. Inhale to really lift that low belly up into your low ribs, and exhale, pull your heart down and through. Nice, and then we'll inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Walk your toes closer together. They can still be about hip distance apart here. We're gonna bend our knees deeply, place our left hand to the earth. Inhale, lift the right arm as you straighten the right leg, but still press into your left foot equally as much as your right, stretching the hips apart. Heart opens up to the sky. Breathing here. And exhale, bend your knees, lower that right hand down in front of your right foot. Inhale, left foot lengthens, arm reaches up, pressing even into both feet. Lift those hips and stretch them wide. Breathing. And then exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, gentle back bend if it's in your practice. Exhale, mountain. And again, close your eyes. Check in with your body, grounding through the feet. Soft joints. How is your energy now? How is your breath? Your thoughts? Beautiful, and then we'll inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward and down. This time we'll inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, press your hands, and then you can go into your vinyasa. Inhale, pulling through cobra or up dog, nice and strong. Exhale, pressing back, downward dog. Pedal out your feet. See what feels good for you here. And then maybe just find some stillness for a moment. So we're gripping with our fingertips as though we're trying to claw the mat. Our shoulders aren't plugged down our back, but they're also not pushing out. We're just finding a nice happy medium. And we're inhaling into those hips, reaching them back and away from our palms even more, allowing the heels to reach towards the earth. Neck is nice and long and neutral. Breathing. And we'll go ahead and step our feet a little bit closer together. And then inhale, lift the left leg really long, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, we're gonna shift forward into plank as we round and curl knee to nose. Inhale, back and away. Exhale, reach, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. This time we're gonna exhale, curl, and then step that foot forward, staying in our lunge. We're gonna inhale, lift our torso up. So pulling that right hip forward, left hip back. See if you can settle between the legs. Breathing here. We're gonna exhale, dip that knee while bringing our elbows behind our back. Inhale up. Exhale, dip. Inhale. Exhale. This time we'll inhale up and then exhale, lightning bolt. So we're really lunging over that front leg, and then see if you can inhale, float into warrior three, lifting that back leg off the ground. Right hip is level with the left. Lengthen, scalp to foot. And then exhale, chair pose. Breathing here. Inhale, back to warrior three. Exhale, step that foot back, high lunge. Breathing. Exhale, lower those hands down. Inhale, sweep your foot back and up, and then stack your hips, left hip over right. Bending that knee, you can play with lowering or lifting the knee, maybe even making some circles. See what feels good for you here. Breathing. Keeping that left shoulder reaching towards the earth. Inhale, lengthen back into downward dog. Exhale, lower that foot down. And then we'll come into a tabletop, do some gentle cat-cows. Nice. And then inhale, pressing back, downward dog. Paddling out your feet, taking what you need. Settling into this pose, finding that nice strong engagement. And then when you're ready, inhale to lift the right leg. Lengthen through that heel, and then exhale, shift forward, round knee to the elbow or nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach it back. One more time, exhale. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, curl it through, stepping it forward. Finding strength in your legs. You want your legs to sweep the torso up. Engaging the core, trying to settle in between the legs. Left hip forward, right hip back, breathing here. And then exhale, bend the elbows behind the back, dipping the knee down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And then exhale, lightning bolt. Inhale, floating up, warrior three. Lengthen from the back of your foot all the way to your scalp. Exhale, chair. Breathing here. And then inhale, lifting back, warrior three. And then with control, exhale, that lunge. Breathe here. Exhale, hands lower to the earth. Sweep that right leg back, stacking right hip over left. Keeping your right shoulder reaching towards the earth. Breathe. You can make some circles with that knee or hang out, whatever feels good for you. And then lengthen that foot straight back. Exhale, lower it down, downward dog. And then this time we'll bend our knees, look at the top of our mat, step, hop, or float to the outside of our hands, and then exhale, squat. So we're in this yogi squat. I'm pressing into my feet, so I'm not just hanging out. I'm engaging, my thighs are spiraling in towards one another. You can even take your palms, press them in, elbows pressing into your inner thighs. Breathing here. Beautiful. And then inhale with control, nice and slow. Can we set our bottoms to the earth? Scoot back a little. How are we doing? Good. What time is it? 7:30. Awesome. That's what I thought. Cool. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and lay back. How's a little booty work? Okay, cool. So we'll tuck our shoulders underneath our spine, and then make sure you can reach for your heels a little bit or have them just under your knees. Pressing your palms into the mat. We'll take an inhale here, and then exhale, scoop the belly up for bridge, lifting the hips up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, pressing through, push through your feet while pulling through your heels. Inhale, lower. We'll do that 3 more times. Exhaling up, engaging everything. Inhale, down. Exhale. Inhale through. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. We'll take a moment, just breathe here. Maybe a windshield wiper, your knees side to side. And we'll take this up a notch. So this time, We're gonna lift our toes off the ground. If you need to scoot your heels away from your hips at all, feel free, whatever is good for your body. We're gonna lift our toes, taking an inhale here. 5 times, we're gonna exhale, press those hips up and through. Inhale down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale, down. Pulling on those heels, exhale. Inhale, lower. Last time, exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Nice, taking a moment, whatever you need. And then now we'll try it with our heels lifted, so it's just our toes on the ground. Again, adjusting your feet to wherever they need to be so it's comfortable and safe for your body. We'll take a big inhale here. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, down. Moving with your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, down. Beautiful. So you can widen your feet a little bit, rock your knees side to side. Perfect. So then, placing the feet in line with the hips, we'll go ahead and stack our left ankle on top of our right knee. And then inhale, bring that leg into our chest. You can grab the back of that thigh. If you want, you can take your left elbow pressing into your left knee for a little bit more of a stretch. You can even straighten your right leg if you want to be stretching everything. Breathing here. Beautiful. And then I like to take my hands away, keeping the legs as they are, especially if that leg is straight. We'll exhale, drop the legs over to the right. So we're in this little side body twist. You can open the arms out to the side or cactus and drop your chin to wherever direction feels good for you. Breathing here, just winding down. See if you can start to relax your muscles, relax the breath. And then exhale, we're gonna roll to the right, bending your right knee just so we can bring everything safely to center. Unwind the legs, maybe take the knees apart a little bit, stretching wide. And then stepping that left foot down, placing your right leg on top of the left knee, gently pulling the left thigh in. And if you want to straighten your left leg, you can, or keep it bent. And just breathing here. And take some big, deep breaths through your whole body. Exhale them down and out. And releasing your grip, keeping the legs as they are. Slowly let them drop out to the left. And then allowing your chin to drop in the opposite direction if that feels good for you. Really trying to let go. Enjoying that beautiful breeze. And on your next exhale, we're going to roll to the left, bending your knees, gently bringing everything safely back in. Unwind the legs, maybe give the legs a little bit of an outward stretch. And then we're gonna bring the legs together, taking your hands behind your knees. We're gonna start to rock and roll if that feels okay for your spine. And then rocking all the way up to sitting. Perfect. So we'll place our right shin parallel to the top of our mat and then stack our left shin on top and gently walk the knees in closer together. So I like to lift one cheek and then the other so I have a nice even seat on the earth and sit up nice and tall here. And if this is your stretch, fantastico. If you feel like you want to go further, we want to pretend like we have wood pegs on our hips and we just exhale, hinge at those pegs. So we're not rounding through the spine because we want this to be a hip stretch, not a back stretch. Gently working the spine forward and down, keeping the heart leading. Just breathing here. You can have active legs, like as though you're trying to pull your legs apart, but they're resisting each other. Or you can be very passive here. Whatever feels good for your body. On your next inhale, lengthen nice and long, grounding through the hips, and then now you can exhale, round forward as much as it feels good for you. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly back our hands up towards our hips to sit up. And then we'll stack our knees on top of each other. And again, making sure that both hips are even on the earth. With our left leg on top, we're gonna inhale, lift those arms up, gentle back bend. Exhale, bring the right arm on top and then wrap as much as you want. You can go back of your palms together or full wrap palm to palm. Inhale, roll those shoulders up, back, and down, broad through the collarbones. If you want to do a little inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly sit up, unwind, pulling the elbows behind the back. Inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, we're gonna twist to an open twist. So twisting to the right, breathing here, maybe even looking over that right shoulder. Every time you inhale, you find length. Every time you exhale, you're twisting, letting that left hip come forward, right hip coming back. I have 2 more rounds of breath here. Beautiful. This time on your next inhale, we're gonna take our left hand behind us as well as we start to come forward to the back. And a nice wide-legged forward fold here. Really letting your neck go, shoulders go. Let this be really nourishing and nurturing to your spine. And then on your next inhale, gently halfway lift, lengthen. And then exhale, we're gonna keep going to the right, so we're spinning around and down. So now our left shin is underneath our right in our fire log pose, so our shins are stacked right now. And again, making sure that everything is even on the earth. Inhale to sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the heart, back of the neck and scalp. And if this is your stretch, that's fantastic. If you'd like to go deeper, just hinging at the hips. Every time I inhale, I lengthen. Every time I exhale, I allow my body to invite me forward and down. Our body does so much that's told to do. Maybe once in a while we can let our body dictate. Again, notice if one side's tighter than the other. And if you need to spend more time on one side, you can. And on your next inhale, really lengthen, 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 grounding through those hips, and exhale, rounding forward and then down. And then on your next inhale, slowly walking your hands back towards your hips to sit up. And then stacking left knee on top of right knee. Again, adjusting those hips. Then we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, stack your left arm on top of your right and wrap as much as feels good for you. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Broaden through the heart. Breathing here, maybe a gentle back bend lifting through the elbows. And then exhale, curling in and down. See where you can let go. Do you need to back up a little bit? Adjusting so it's not a struggle. Beautiful, and then we'll inhale, unwind the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows behind the back. Inhale, reaching the arms back up. Exhale, open twist here. Again, lengthening and then twisting. Right hip can come forward, left hip can move back to offer a little bit more movement and space. I'm going to do 3 more rounds of breath in this pose. And this time we'll inhale to face back forward, unwind the legs, scooching our hips back, taking the flesh out from underneath us. Maybe give your legs a little sizzle. Windshield wiper. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall. Place your hands just behind your hips. Inhale, lift the shoulders up, back, and down, really reaching the heart up to the sky. Staff pose, pressing into your palms, bringing the feet back towards your face. Really strong here. And then exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching forward. So we're just going to stay with a flat back for a minute. Breathing. And are you guys comfortable with the Savasana assist? Yeah, you okay with a little like shoulder press in your Savasana? Cool, okay. And then we can exhale around the spine, pointing through the toes. Allowing everything to settle down. Allowing your breath to become softer. Letting your muscles go, your bones go. And on your next inhale, gently gaze up and slowly bring your hands back towards your hips. And then we can lay back. If you want, you can plant your feet on the earth and then gently windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then we're going to tuck our shoulders underneath our spine and lengthen our spine away from our hips. So you can stay in a supported Savasana by taking your feet wide and letting your knees rest in towards each other. That'll help take pressure off your spine if laying flat on your back doesn't feel good. Or you can stretch your feet out to the corners of your mat and allow your feet to drop open. Just rest your eyes here, either eyes closed or soft gaze. Relax your jaw. Relax the tongue. Feel your cheeks soften. Allow your eyes to sink back. Soften your scalp, inner ears, outer ears. Release the back of the neck and the shoulders. And imagine this green, beautiful, loving light swirling around your heart, front of the heart, sides of the heart, back of the heart. Releasing and nourishing as it moves down to your belly, softening your belly. Releasing the groins. Soft pelvis. And feel this energy flowing down the hips, through the legs, out to your feet, feet melting into the earth. Allowing your whole body to completely melt and let go. Trust that I'll bring you back when it's time. You are safe. You are supported. Slowly, you can start to deepen your breath, bringing your awareness to the sounds and the feelings around you and around your skin. You can breathe life into your toes and fingers by giving them a wiggle. Breathing into the ankles, the wrists, the arms and legs. And if you'd like, you could bring your arms overhead for a full body stretch, pointing through the tops of the feet, flexing through the heels. And then we'll exhale, roll to our left side, coming into a fetal position, taking a moment to pause. You can rest your head on your arm. And take this moment to offer your body some love and gratitude. It heals you, guides you, nourishes you, and does everything that is asked and more. Thank you, body. Love you, body. We're a team, and we work together. And then when you're ready, you'll press into your right hand and extend your right leg to slowly come to seated, keeping the eyes closed or soft gaze. We'll inhale to bring our palms to our heart, reaching our heart up to the sky. Exhale, bow our mind to our heart. May we think, listen, speak, and act from our heart space. And know that those who are mean or hurtful are only hurting inside themselves, so they need our love that much more. May we go forth with love. For the love enlightened me recognizes and honors the love enlightened you, everyone, and everything. Namaste. Yee. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, ladies. I'm here with any comments, questions, feedback, whatever.